Y'all, it's up there. Y'all can see what books I'm listening to currently.
Page to the thing we were doing.
But y'all won't know what it is. You've never heard of Reaper's Gale before. What's up, bro?
The other one's coming.
I assumed. Y'all both turned in your homework. I saw that, like, within seconds of each other. There's number 2. You never need a calculator.
A desperate want.
If we do need one, can I use yours?
Maybe. I might make you use a graphing calculator. That could be fun. All right. Now, we went 2 through what now?
24.
24 oceans. 24 skies. Oh, look, 4 is already a word problem. There's the graph. I'll go ahead and put the sample answer in there as well. So there's 4A and B. Don't worry, I'll be still my soul. Whoa. Hot dogs. Hot.
Yeah, hot dogs. Let's go. Woo-hoo.
There you go. Hot dogs.
Celebratory.
Celebratory hot dogs. 4A, 4B. Did y'all ever watch that? Probably not, because it was a crappy movie and wasn't particularly popular. But did y'all ever watch that movie, Bulletproof Monk? From a long time ago? It's kind of a dumb movie. But that's his. But that's his thing. That's his like Zen thing. He's trying to get the guy to figure out, why do hot dogs come in packages of 4 and buns come in packages of 8 or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the line is. There's number 6. It's beautiful. We love it. Number 8. Now, keep in mind that the way they shade stuff is they shade both things, and so the answer is the dark is whatever that dark region is. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. All right. Number 10 looks like this. So that top right corner is what you would shade on that one. Number 12 is right there. Number 14 is that, which means the answer, I'm not great at mistake, is no solution, right? Is that right? Probably. Yep, null set, absolutely. That's accurate. Would be the correct answer to 14. Number 16 looks like this one. This looks like 16 is a word problem. Is the other part just asking like for some things those are some possible solutions. There's infinitely many of them. So if you want us to check your specific solution because you're not confident about it, let us know and we shall do it.
Yeah.
There's 18, isn't it precious? And 20 looks like that one. 22. What do we go through? 26?
24.
24, okay. So 22.
I don't understand 22 at all.
Okay, so we should probably look at that one in a minute. Looks like that, and then 24 is somewhere else. So let's see, what is 24? 24, you could say something like 15 batches of cookies and 6 batches of cupcakes is their suggested sample answer. Okay, so we're ready. 24 and 22. You meant 22. I didn't understand 22 at all. It was so scary.
It had too many numbers.
It's just 3 lines. Why is it?
They're so big.
Well, but
You just gotta simplify and divide.
Yeah, but it didn't math right when I did
It didn't, the math wasn't mathing. Okay, let's do 22. After we swivel Landon around.
How about just giving up and not even attempting? Yeah.
Well, I'm so proud of you for pushing through your fears.
I even attempted graphing.
Nice, nice.
I think
That's
I was
good.
graphing.
Resist the evil one and he shall flee.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, like I've been resisting math for years and it keeps coming back.
But next year I'll have even more math.
Probably do. Probably so.
So
In your happy little college life. So what do you want to study at your BYU?
biology.
Biology,
That's a lot of research.
bro. What do you want to? I'm sure I've asked you this before because I feel like I remember you saying that you want to do biology before. But what do you want to do with a biology degree?
I either want to take their animal medicine approach to it and do vet work, or go down the wildlife biologist route. I
I
haven't
see.
quite decided, but I'll have like my first 2 years. It won't really matter which classes I take for either.
Right.
Because both of them have similar classes for the beginning.
Well, all of that sounds actually reasonable. I'm glad you didn't say marine biology because most people that say they want to be marine biologists don't actually want to be marine biologists. They want to be dolphin trainers.
Nope, I didn't want to be a dolphin.
I'm not saying you specific. Clearly, you're actually interested in doing the thing. Clearly, but most people, when I ask, I want to be a marine biologist. No, you just want to go play with dolphins. And if that is your desired career path, that's totally fine. But you don't want to study biology. You want to study psychology.
No, when I was little, I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Nice.
But I didn't want to train dolphins.
You just
I love
got
dolphins,
real
but I wanted
you
to go
got
dive
real
and
excited
dive.
about plankton because that's mostly what marine biologists
Yeah,
study.
I actually loved the plankton part of them.
Nice.
I had a little book about it. And then I
Nice.
wanted to go and those papers about lab reports, except for elementary school level because I was little. I loved getting those and going out.
So what you're telling me is you were a real nerd from a young age.
Yes.
Nice.
All I
Nice.
was hearing was nerd.
That's
It
good.
was something.
That's
I
good.
loved doing that.
That's great. I love it.
I did.
Okay, childrens, what should we do?
You first distribute that X over.
It's not distributing, but yes.
Yes, move it, not distribute it.
Yeah, we knew what you
I
meant.
don't know, distribute is
We followed you. We knew.
You understood me, but I just don't.
I also like learning fancy words and using them.
You still like that.
Yeah. But now that I'm older, I have to get even fancier
So we're
words.
getting it into that one.
Slope intercept 4. Yes, ma'am. That is exactly what we're doing.
I was the only first grader that knew what photosynthesis was.
Oh, wow, really?
That's the powerhouse of the cell, right?
Yeah.
I also knew what a cell was in first grade.
Nice.
Most children didn't.
No, you don't learn that until fourth grade.
Kind of depends on where you go to school, but yeah.
I mean, if you're homeschooled, you might learn it.
If your dad's a doctor, you also know what
If you're homeschooled, there's no telling. Science is the thing that's like all over the map in homeschooling. Very often homeschool science is like really crappy or it's really good.
I did really good. at
It's
science.
like rarely in between. It's rarely like a public school education in science where it's like, okay, this is fine and we're going to basically ignore it until you're in high school.
That's why when
But-
I finally went to public school for middle school, I knew way more science than everyone else, and my classes were boring and easy because I already knew them.
Yep, and you were a little terror, weren't you?
I was.
She
I
was
bragged about
know-it-all.
it. I was annoying. Yes, I was that kid.
Yep.
You're the know-it-all.
Like, did you know that?
the teacher said. Shut
All right, what now?
You move the 8, 28, and 54 over.
You
How?
tried.
Yeah, by dividing.
You
True facts.
distribute.
Distribute. Clearly.
And if we were dividing by a negative, then the sign.
Yep. The inequality. All that's true. No, you're not.
Not really.
All right.
I don't know why I did plus 12 when I did that.
What are y'all griping about? Did I make a mistake?
I think it's negative 198 and not 64.
Yeah, I think so too.
It is. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It is.
We're looking at problem 23.
It's 198. Such big numbers.
I know, so many.
The fractions in this were intended to be
Terrifying.
And then is it
It's also
one that's
negative.
Is it?
It is.
All right. Now, was somebody asking something before you said that? No? So, y equals, is less than 19/8 x plus, what does that reduce to?
It's
Nine.
5
Isn't it 9?
No, yeah.
Nine.
9 is a 4.
9 and a fourth. Okay.
I don't know why I said 5. That was just in my head for some reason.
What if the other reduced down to 2?
We aren't on that.
I feel like 119 is not prime, but I don't know for sure. Does this reduce? The 119 divided by 38?
Yes.
What does it reduce to?
Reduces to 3 and 5, 38.
3 and 5. So it did reduce.
doesn't.
It doesn't actually reduce, but
It goes down.
3 and 5, 38. Great. And negative 13 over, what would that be? 15 plus 4, 19. 13 19, is that right?
Yep.
Negative 13 19ths x plus that thing. And then, I forgot an equal. Is greater than or equal to 6 27ths. Is that right?
3 and 2/3.
For the slope?
Oh, for the slope? Oh, no. That is 2 ninths. 12.
Oh, yeah, because 6/27 also reduces.
Isn't
Oh, that's
I'm
2
smart.
sevenths.
It's
2 sevenths. I
it's
can't
3
read
and
my own
17 sevenths.
But they were turning into a mixed number.
3 and what?
17th, 27th.
3 and 17 27ths. Okay, great. Grand, glorious.
Wait. No, it is. What? Okay.
What's the matter?
12/54.
Reduces to
Two
6.
Wait,
6 27ths. 6 divided by 2 is 3. What?
It does actually reduce to 2 ninths.
Yeah, ninths. What did I write?
You wrote 7.
Because you told me 7.
Because I thought
Yeah.
I wrote 7, but it is actually a 9, so I can read it right.
Yeah, because 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3, 27 divided by 3. We did it. Okay, great.
I'm the cause.
Now we're going to graph this thing. We've got to decide what to count by. I think 2 seems vaguely reasonable.
Oh, they're such big numbers though.
They're not that big.
It doesn't.
The biggest one is a little less than 20, right?
But different.
These, who the heck cares? You just put a dot a little bit above or below.
I do know that 3 is 3 and 2/3.
That's not what she said. This one. And no, I was not trying to make a joke. It just happened that way.
Is 198 divided by 52 is 3 and 2/3.
Anybody have a tie-breaking vote, or am I wasting my time?
I thought it was.
What did y'all get?
Times 54 is some.
You got what?
I got
2/3? Okay. No, you just typed something in wrong. Stop that self-talk. No more of that.
It's funny.
You're not. No, it's not funny. It's depression.
It's not depression.
2/3? Is that what you said?
2/3.
3 and 2/3.
Great. All right. So counting by 2s. I don't know if we want to count. Well, maybe we can. But let's shift our axes down a bit.
Let's count by 37.
I'm going to count by twos
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
because that seems reasonable.
Large graph.
So, kabloopy doop, 2, 3,
Graphite.
2, 4, 6, 8,
The
10,
graphite and pencils called
14, 16, because it used to be lead,
But why is it still called lead?
because it is.
Imagine
The
writing
word didn't change.
with, like,
2, 4,
toxic
6, 8,
materials.
10, 12, 14, 16, 18,
Heavy metal.
20, 22, 24, 26. 2, 4, good enough. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
No, I just found myself cracking stuff.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go up 9 1/4
Yeah.
and put a dot.
No, there's one before it.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 1/4 is right there-ish.
Like underneath.
Ish.
Yeah, good enough, right? And then we're going to go up 19 and over 8.
Yeah.
So up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 19. And then over 2, 4, 6, 8. Huh? Then you didn't count by the right number, the best number. And then what are we going to put here?
A line that is dotted.
That's what we want right there. A dotted line.
Yahoo.
Or dashed line.
Or dashed. That's true. Just like all your hopes and dreams. And then this one, 3 5/8. So here-ish. Good enough. Down 13 and over 19. So down 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and one more. So there-ish. I'm only doing, normally I like to do 3 dots, get a good, especially when I'm kind of hand drawing stuff. But these numbers are wacko enough that the whole graph is going to not be precise, super precise. So
Yeah, I did not.
I'm not worried about adding more than 2 dots, is basically kind of the idea there. So now we're going to go down to right here-ish, and then up 2, over 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So there. And we've got a solid line there, right? And then we got to figure out where to shade. So how do we do that?
Look at where the thingies point, or not point, but like
It's inside the triangle.
is it up or down?
Yeah. So below this one,
And
above this one. So
inside.
we're going to shade right here.
Look, I got a
Just
triangle too.
What?
That's how 3 lines that intersect work.
Mine's a
Wow.
little closer.
Will there be one like this on test?
Will there be a graphing inequalities on the test? Absolutely.
Will we miss this?
Will it have ugly numbers? No.
Good.
Thank you.
Will it have three lines? Maybe. I mean,
That's
because
fine, but
at this point in your math journey, that's not that shouldn't be much harder. And if you're still hopefully you're not. Hopefully you on the internet or not or whatever else. But if for some reason you are still struggling to graph lines, which could be a thing that's happening, you really want to go spend some time Khan Academy or something else and practice it, because that's something you need to basically be able to do in your sleep. That's just like at this point in your math career, you should be able to do slope intercept, bam, done, right? So
I
if there's no, I'm not judging, no shame, no nothing. But if that is something that you don't have down, I am strongly encouraging you to take some time to get it down.
Hey Sean, what does judgery mean?
I'm judging.
Are you being a butthole right now? At least you're doing it in person instead of on a YouTube comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from this lesson?
How much would
50 pounds.
She said 6.
Thank you.
Just so quietly that no one heard.
Well, and I was paying attention to the woodchuck at the time, so.
they're actually very vital to existence.
Because there's a camera
Create like
He's looking at Landon. Yeah, that's right. You're not in focus right now,
there.
but
He's probably going to hear this and be like,
probably.
or.
what's a wood?
Oh,
Yeah, well,
no.
What's its actual name?
yes.
A beaver.
What's its actual name? A woodchuck. What's a more common name? A beaver.
Yeah, I don't know its scientific name.
Beaver.
I like the memes where people like look at a human-made dam like the Hoover Dam or something like that. Like, man, these beavers got busy here. I don't know why those videos make me laugh, but they do. They are very stupid, but for some reason those tickle me. Yeah, they make me laugh. Sometimes we have things that are just dumb that make us laugh.
Yeah, it made me laugh when you said it.
I know, that made several of y'all laugh. Y'all help me feel not alone. Oh, so sweet.
This one's like this one, big easy.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think I got yeah.
It's a triangle, but
Yes, it's a triangle, I know that.
like easier.
Yeah, no, I got number 6 correct.
Okay. What should we do?
Make that
Sleep.
3
Oh,
go
no.
over there by dividing.
Divide by 3.
Look at you. All correct words. Way to go.
Execution.
Yes.
Such a good friend. You're dumb.
Yes.
Yes.
We're the best of friends.
So bestie.
And then divide by 1 at the bottom.
No, stop. Y is greater than or equal to negative 7/3 minus 5 1/3.
I think we should
And
multiply
y.
everything by 2 and then divide it by 2. I think that would be really helpful for the process.
No. It would be legal. You could do that, but no.
Oh, yeah. That is.
No, I.
Great.
Stop slapping me.
It was slashing my face.
Stop slapping me.
Slap.
Annoying either way.
Why are y'all slashing each other?
I'm not. She's slapping me with my own ruler.
All right, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
Up 15 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 over 1.
Nah.
Very steep.
Slope.
Like inflation.
I got this one right. I just made it.
Currently, yes.
Wait.
I made a joke that made Sean laugh. Let's go.
There's first time for everything.
It's funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1/3 right there-ish. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3. Also solid. Everything's solid.
Am I looking at different things?
I don't know what you're looking at. How would I know? I'm facing the whiteboard. Y'all could be doing stupid things by me. I wouldn't even know. And it's even being recorded, so we could end up on one of those videos where like, oh my gosh, this teacher's so dumb. 6/7,
6, 7.
and then up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he looks like.
Why was 6 afraid of 9, 7?
7, 8, 9.
We need to start telling brunette jokes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're above this first one. So this way and above the 5 negative this one. So up here and then below that one. So
Made a little shape in me, yes.
Yeah, I just didn't graph them. Oh no, I graphed it up here. It was correct.
your graph is ugly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's because I didn't use the ruler.
I know, I can tell.
How did you get 4, not 4D?
But hey, some of those lines are pretty straight for not having used a ruler.
It's what happens when you don't copy it right. So then this would be like over here. So it's like a bigger triangle.
I was like,
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
You.
I was
Great.
brighter
We're all proud.
now.
than that.
Yeah,
Now
this
we gotta go-
teacher was so dumb. Look.
we gotta go on to the video now and I'll talk about that. I didn't copy the problem correctly.
All right. Any other questions on this lesson?
Can we do?
We understood the no solution one. I didn't hear anybody asking about that. Did we?
That just means if it's parallel and it.
Yes.
And would you like us to
You
write
s-
that as no solution, null set? Or?
Null set is the correct answer.
Yay.
Yep. We're in algebra 2. Now we know that there are more than one ways to say nothing.
No.
Color
We said 4. Somebody said 4. Is that what we heard? Is that what I heard? Okay.
orange.
Analyze relationships. Y'all don't have any. Okay. Okay. Do what? We're all homeschooled. What is a relationship? What does that mean? The most Kala can spend on hot dogs and buns for her cookout is $35. She doesn't plan to have very many people. I guess it's hot dog. She could buy cheap, crappy hot dogs. So maybe get a bunch of bar ass hot dogs, and you'd be rolling.
That is gross.
I don't agree that they're gross, but they're not great either.
I don't like the meat hot dogs.
Well, then that's problematic, but it's fine. A package of 10 hot dogs costs $3.50 is what I was expecting to say. A package of buns costs $2.50 and contains 8 buns. She needs to buy at least 40 hot dogs and 40 buns. Graph the region. As I was reading this problem, I forgot what unit we were. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to have to draw a system. And then I remembered what unit we were, and I was like, oh yeah, obviously we're going to have to do a system. Okay, so hot dogs plus buns equals how many?
$35.
No, not for this equation.
4 or 8.
Wait, I didn't see the problem. Where is it?
This has got to be greater than or equal to 80,
80.
right? Because you got to have 40 hot dogs, 40 buns, so those added together has got to be bigger than 80, right?
Yeah.
Right.
30. How is she supposed to do?
Buys cheap hot dogs.
Yep,
and
cheap hot dogs and day old buns. She got this. She can do it. I mean, those gigantic packages of bar ass hot dogs surely they're not more than like $10 at the high end.
Inflation there.
Yeah, exactly. Costco saying, well, yeah, right now they might be like $50, but you know.
50 bucks.
This book was written a few years ago. Okay, so now what would the other equation be?
50 bucks for 20
That's
bucks.
a very good question.
It would pay something to do with the
How much does a package of hot dogs cost?
30.
350.
No, 350. 350. No.
Oh, I'm missing something from this equation,
Your sanity?
$3. No.
I hope.
right?
$3.50 times H, and there's 3.5 times 10H. What? Oh yeah, because of the.
Okay, where's that coming from?
From the amount of stuffs in the
Yeah,
package.
yeah. There's 10 hot dogs in a package, and there's 8 hot dogs in the 8 buns in a package, right?
Did it tell us that?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, it did tell us.
No, no. It did tell us that. Now we got to write our money equation. So we got amount equation, we need our money equation. So 350 times hot dogs, surely, right? Yep, hot dogs. Plus 250 times buns has got to be less than or equal to $35, right? Now what?
Now we graph it.
We already mathed. What other math should we do?
We make it so the bees.
Oh no, wait,
You have to
it's
do
gotta be
elimination.
it's gotta be less than 35.
I don't understand.
That's what I said. What do you say? I'm confused. What you're what?
Never mind,
Do
never mind.
different types
That's
of
how it's-
maths, or
Well, we should graph it.
Yeah.
how do you graph?
You change the 25,
Well, this is going to be y,
and the bees.
and this is going to be x.
I told you, you have to change the bees over.
But why is that gonna, how do you know that's gonna be x?
So in this problem, either one could be. Because there's not a clear independent and a clear dependent variable.
But what happens if you get it wrong?
Then you would have graphed it 90 degrees out of phase, and it wouldn't have mattered. Like, there are technically to this problem 2 solutions. Just make sure you label your axes.
She can buy a different amount of buns or hot dogs.
Right. And that's because there's going to be a region of things like if she could do any combination of these things and it'll work.
I've been in like.
Okay. Or something. Does this have a let me look at the picture because I'm now curious. Does it have did it add some straight lines? Y'all remember from the picture?
Yeah.
Did they add some horizontal and vertical lines in this one? Because I think you would need
they
to,
did.
yeah? Yeah, they did. They did. They did. They did. They did.
To the, like the y and x axis? Or what?
You know what we should do instead?
What?
Is just solve this with math, with
That's what I
instead of graphing it. Let's solve it with like elimination or something.
That's what I was saying.
Well, good.
Everybody ignore it.
Nobody listens to either one of the two of you, so yeah, it's fine.
I just found this
But
out.
we're correct.
Not all the time.
So if I'm going to solve this with elimination, what should we do?
You need to make one of them not the same, or the same
Insane.
as the
Make
other
one the same.
Inverse, or not like.
Would it be 2.5?
2, 4, 6, 8, no, 3, 6, 9. Do the 3 to make it 10.
I don't know if we need those, but let's continue. What are you saying?
Turn the 3 into a 10. Can you do that?
3 times 3.
Not with whole number, not with.
Well, because
We
3.
should multiply it all by negative 3.2 to get to.
I'm going to start by multiplying this times 10
Yes.
to get rid of the fractions.
Then it gives us big scary numbers.
Not
Ow.
particularly.
Oh, what did I do? These zeros don't exist. What am I doing?
Yes, 0.
Great.
Okay, now we can turn. Now we can't do any math because. the
Better
odds-
answer this because I don't know how it got through. Hello? Hello? I don't know how you got through my robo thing, but goodbye. Very strange. I don't know how that happened.
Did they say anything? Like the robot? Did it say?
It wasn't a robot. It was a real dude. But normally my robo killer app would screen it and they would have to put a message in before they got through. So I don't know what happened.
Nothing
Did
works.
they say we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty?
No, all he got through was my name is so and so. I'm gonna do this.
That is really weird.
So your big numbers are a little less big.
What? Why are we dividing it by 5?
So your big numbers are a little less big. I literally said that a minute ago. What's 3? That's 70, right? And then 10h plus 8b is greater than or equal to 80.
But nothing works.
Okay. So now that my numbers are a little less big, I can see a path forward, right?
You can, I can.
Yes, you can.
Minus.
I didn't see that path forward. I always forget that you can do them by different numbers. I always think you have to do both by the same.
That's why you were confused. That makes sense. Now I understand. All right, so then we end up with negative 56h. I'm not really actually sure that we really need these numbers, but we'll find this out together. Live on national television. No, just kidding.
Technically,
This would be riveting national TV. It would just be so exciting.
especially if we each had microphones to
Yeah.
talk to.
Well, see, we could get the other microphone out and we could pass it around.
Yeah.
I could even get the little handle and you could.
Yeah. Or you know, you can get like some
H plus 40b is greater than or equal to 400. And then we eliminate, right?
Yes.
Dar.
So negative 6h is something equal to
I just gotta spin this fast enough to take it.
negative 160. And then we divide by negative 6.
Sign would change.
Well, we're not really looking for the inequality thing. That's why I shifted it to an equals.
Weird.
Because we're looking for our upper and lower, or well, upper and upper bounds.
26 and 2/3.
Yeah, I don't think we actually needed,
No.
I don't think that's right.
But if we put that.
I think that what we needed to do was not this, but this.
How can you just get rid of those?
Because I don't think they belonged there in the first place.
You fooled some.
Look,
Yeah, I'm
that's
such a
another
fooler.
fool on national television.
Another
I
fool.
did all this work for it to be garbage, and I can't just erase it.
Just cross through it with your pencil. Just say this is garbage.
Here, you can take a little bit of water and dip it up so it's like tears have, have gone, and then make it extra dramatic. So instead, let's multiply this times negative 5 and nothing with that one. And let's see if we get something more reasonable.
How did you do this?
What is this, negative 330? That's not more reasonable at all.
So you.
Hold on. Let's go back to the problem.
Well, you divide it. The easy part. You can buy.
Because we're not doing something right to find our high.
How are we not
Well, this equation's definitely right? This one right here, other than this, and the fact that it's this. That one's definitely right.
Yeah.
Oh, did I do the wrong one?
What? We're all just contemplating life.
I did do the wrong one, didn't I?
Yes, because we need the amount of money, not the amount
This,
of
oh, I did the wrong one, right?
You made.
Is that what I did?
You made a mistake.
This is where we started. Let's change those to equals. They're not actually equals. So this is, oh, that was the divided by whatever. 7h plus 5b equals whatever it equals. Yeah, so that was right. So this is wrong. Let's go back and look at the key. Let's see what our brain says.
I think we should just go to the graph and graph it.
Does anybody have any other questions from this lesson before we spend like all the time playing with this one?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay. You think you're good or you are good?
I believe the teacher can't get it.
No, I can get it, just not yet.
already taken the
You
test.
can never take the SAT again.
I probably could. I don't know that there would be anything stopping me from signing up for it like tomorrow.
Why would you want to?
Have to buy at least 5 packages of buns and 4 packages of hot dogs is what this picture is telling us.
Do the SAT?
No,
Oh.
for this problem, which is half
Exactly what
of the number of the things. No, it's not. It's half of the opposite of the number of things. But why would that be true? What math would you use to get there?
Can you not tell you what math is used?
No.
Look, we can use photo math.
Go for it.
I've never used that ever before. What page is it on?
He has to buy at least 40 hot dogs and 50 buns.
Word problem, but it might. If not, I can find a different AI to give math problem. I can't put the word problem into it. It's just gonna get a lot of math. It'll say error.
Hot dogs have to be greater than or equal to 40.
You can pay money to see the steps to complete.
How many hot dogs?
Well, photomath was able to do the math.
How
but
many hot dogs are in a thing? 10?
I have to pay money to see
Oh,
what.
okay. This is what's happening. We just figured it out. It's great.
It says show 22 solving steps.
Yeah, duh, obviously.
22
Okay.
steps.
Okay, sorry. I was being slow on the uptake. I got it. I can even explain it. Here we go. I'm scratching the board off the board. Here we go. So the math equation is obviously right. The math equation is kind of like old school, whatever. It's something you would have done in there. So each package of hot dogs costs $3.50, and then plus each package of buns. And she only has 35 bucks, so all of this has to be less than or equal to 35. Does this equation make sense? Anybody confused on this equation?
No.
Okay, this equation's easy money. Now, what the problem was, is I was thinking with it, my problem was I was thinking with an Algebra 1 mindset, and I was looking for 2 equations. There's 3, not 2. All right? Okay, so hot dogs. The hot dogs have to be more than 40. How many hot dogs are in each package? 10. This is one inequality with one variable. I can solve this, so can you. What would we do to solve this one right here? Divided by 10. So therefore H is got to be greater than 4. Greater than or equal to, yeah? Not 4, 10. Whatever I'm trying to say. At least I caught it before I wrote it. That's unusual. Usually I write whatever people yell at me.
That's 4. You went 4 times.
Oh. Okay. When we do the same sort of equation for the buns, right? That's got to be greater than or equal to 40. So we divide by 8. The buns, we've got to have at least 5 packages of buns.
You should rewrite that more. Wait, is that just the answer?
The answer to part A is to graph this. So,
Dividing 40 by 10, isn't that 4?
yes, it is 4.
But he just
But I wrote 4
he wrote
underneath it.
Okay.
So what I wrote was wrong. What you said was right. You were again more right than me. That has been a trend of the day. I should change the title of this lesson video. Students, more right than teacher. It might get some views at that point.
You gotta do
Okay,
the-
now we got to graph this thing, right? So we still got to put this in slope-intercept form in order to graph it, right? So move the B over, right? So 3.5.
You gotta do like a thumbnail of you like crying
H.
on the whiteboard while the students all yell at you.
Teacher breaks down the little class.
Yeah, that might actually get views.
Regret
It would it lives to regret. It would be totally clickbait, but you know. I watched a video that was clickbait the other day that really made me mad that it was clickbait because it was a good video. It just was not at all what the title said it was.
What did the title say it
The
was?
title said why cockatoos are cockatoos harder to train, but it was basically this big ad for this company and whatever else and their free flight training. And so this lady's story that was telling something about cockatoos and whatever else. And it was a good video, great story, but like stupid.
False advertising.
It was. All right, what's negative 2.5 divided by 3.5? It's 5/7. Somebody double check my brain because clearly it's broken today. And I'm pretty sure 35 divided by 3.5 is 10. But you should double check that too. Is anybody double checking me or you're all just staring aimlessly because this problem broke your brain?
He's checking. Hopefully. The only one that's not broken.
We're all like, yes, this is correct. I don't want to do it.
Just times it by 10, 3.5.
Okay, so this was just
Yeah.
pretty
Correct.
simple. We just overcomplicated.
Yeah,
Yeah, all over.
that's exactly accurate.
I need that. It's
So
I need it.
we're going to put buns in this axis. And we're going to put hot dogs in this axis because they're eating the dogs. And so the hot dogs have got to be greater than or equal to 4. This is 4 now because I said so.
Yeah.
And the hot dogs have got to be greater than or equal to 5, which is right here because I said so.
Yeah.
And then for our money, we've got to be 10, and then we've got to go down 5 over 7. And we've got to graph this. And it's got to be greater than that one, less than that one.
Well, word problem makes sense in real world.
You would want to like label some numbers, but you know.
It's like you can actually use this math in real life and it would work.
Yeah, that's true.
It's shocking.
Probably so.
If I was doing this math and if I was in a situation where I needed something similar to that, I would build it in Excel. That way I could change the numbers without having to redo all the math. That's what I would do. And that's what most engineers would do as well, except they might use something other than Excel, although lots of them just use Excel. Not because it's efficient, because it's easy. All right, now we should, leave.
I would just go to the store and buy stuff until my money was gone.
Well, that's what most people would do in this particular situation. Yeah, that's probably enough. That's what they would say.
When is our next test?
Well, let me stop the recording and then I'll answer that question. Well, if you want to be in focus, you got to say hi from like up here. Our next test, Algebra 2. I didn't. It's still going. I'm probably going to cut all this out of the video, but
You're blocking my star. Move the camera.
You gotta pass it along so they know.
I think I left my phone in the car.
Unit 3 test is the 24th. So it's a long unit, which is good and bad because it's lots of time, but then that means there's lots of stuff on it.